Now we finally get to compositions of functions. Here we are given two functions. We need to evaluate them, f of g of x and g of f of x, and then we need to figure out the outputs when we are given certain inputs. Let's take a look at figuring out what these composition forms are first. So the first one we need to figure out is f of g of x, and then we need to figure out g of f of x. So remember, f of g of x can also be written as f of g of x, and it might kind of help us look at these this way, g of f of x. And if we are going to write f of g of x as a composition, we can look at the function f, and remember we have to take the function g and substitute it in for the x in the function f. So this becomes 3 times x squared minus 1 minus 6. So see how this x was replaced with x squared minus 1, but we still have to retain the 3 and the negative 6. And then we do the same thing for g of f of x, but it kind of works the opposite. So the function we have to substitute in is f, and we substitute that in for x in the g function. So this becomes 3x minus 6 squared minus 1. So notice that we just took this and substituted it in here. And now we need to simplify each one. So we have 3x squared minus 3 minus 6. And remember, this distributes to both terms. And that simplifies to 3x squared minus 9. And then for this function, we have, this one's a little bit more complicated because we have 3x minus 6 times 3x minus 6 minus 1. It might help us if we did a box method to simplify the 3x minus 6 times 3x minus 6. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. Same thing here. And negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. So this simplifies to 9x squared minus 36x plus 36 minus 1. Can't forget that minus 1. And that then simplifies to 9x squared minus 36x plus 35, because we have 36 minus 1. So now we have these two f of g of x and g of f of x functions that we can then substitute these four values into. So we've got 0, 1, 2, and 3. And so now all we have to do is substitute 0, 1, 2, and 3 into these functions where we see an x. And I notice I made a little error here. That should be a 6, not an x. Silly me. All right, so looking at the function here on the left, we can do 3 times 0 squared minus 9, 3 times 1 squared minus 9, 3 times 2 squared minus 9, and 3 times 3 squared minus 9. So anything times 0 is 0, and so this reduces to negative 9. So when x equals 0, our function is negative 9, f of g of 0. Now let's look at this next one. 3 times negative 1 squared minus 9. Well, negative 1 squared is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. Negative 6 equals f of g of 1. And if we highlight these, they'll be easier to see. And let's take a look at the next one. So we've got 3 times 2 squared minus 9. 2 squared is 4, so 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 minus 9 is 3. And that would be f of g of 2. And then finally, the last one we've got here, 3 times 3 squared minus 9. 3 squared is 9. 3 times 9 is 27, and 27 minus 9 is 18. So 18 equals f of g of 3. So notice here all you have to do is substitute in 0, 1, 2, and 3 in your function you had here. And the same thing will work for our g of f function. Now, since these functions are a little bit more complicated, I am going to use a calculator and just type them in. 9 times 0 squared minus 36 times 0 plus 35, and that gives me, obviously, 35. And then all I have to do in my calculator is go back and change the zeros to ones, which gives me 8. Change the ones to 2's, which gives me -1. And change the 2's to 3's, which gives me 8. So notice how all I have to do is change those x's to the new inputs, and that gives me oh dear. G of f of 0 is 35, g of f of 1 is 8, g of f of 2 is -1, and g of f of 3 is 8.